Welcome back to Crappy Classics. In today's video, we're going to be messing with this cadet rear mounted tiller. Hasn't run in 15 or 20 years, and we're just going to see if I can get it running. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the engine tin and the carburetor and air cleaner assembly, probably the gas tank too. We're going to clean it all out and see how it is condition wise. I should probably time lapse this, huh? Just wanted to point this out real quick. This is definitely, there's earwigs into there. This is definitely the original air filter. It's old Briggs filter. It gets to the point where it turns to dust when you push on it. That's how you know that pre-filter is pretty bad. But the air filter actually looks relatively clean. Honestly, I bet this engine wasn't even run that much, and I bet this tiller wasn't even used that much before it was put away. It's kind of how it tends to go with this type of stuff. People buy it, or bought it back in the day thinking they'd use it all the time. They use it a couple times and then put it away. Well, it's either that way or the exact opposite. They used it all the friggin' time. But just based off the condition of everything in here, how it looks, I'd say this is one of those ones that didn't really get used very much. But looks can be deceiving, so we'll see. Okay, I've gotten this thing to the point where I should just be able to pop her off. Oh yeah, mouse nest galore. Look at that. Look at that. That's why we take the cover off. So all this crap, that is perfect for starting a fire. Also, God knows what the coil looks like underneath all this junk. Of course, I got the longest screwdriver in the world to try to do this with. But anyways, yeah, this is not what you want in your engine. Very nice vintage Briggs & Stratton mouse nest right there. Okay, we're back up at the shop. Not terrible. Why don't we see if we have spark? Yep, good spark. Yep, functional. There. Let's see how the shutoff is condition-wise. Don't know if you can actually see in it, but she looks about like new, actually. Nothing wrong with that. Main attraction. Carburetor. Based off the condition of that tank, I'd almost bet that they probably ran this out of fuel before they parked it. There's the gasket, yeah. It's honestly exactly what I expected. Hey, not that bad inside. I'm gonna time lapse the rest of this, I think. Okay, we have one cleaned up carburetor. I'm going to return this to the machine now, and we're going to see if it'll fire off with the carburetor maybe. Okay. I got this thing reassembled, and I got some fuel in totally just the flip hole and not the ground around it. See what happens if I try to light the thing off. Maybe I'll set up a temporary tank and see how far that gets me. I just decided to hook up its own gas tank as a temporary tank since it actually doesn't leak and the petcock works correctly. So let's see what happens. Now, unleash the fuel, so let's figure out where it leaks from. Nowhere so far. I'm gonna set that there while I pull it over, and then I'm gonna hold the tank once it starts. So. Just gonna idle that easy. Okay then. Honestly, I'm just gonna set the tank up how it's supposed to be, I think. And we'll go from there. And we'll just mess with the carburetor because I think it's just gonna run. Okay, let's see if we can get this sucker to fire off. This thing actually runs surprisingly good for being mostly original. So I would say this thing probably is in that low hour, bought this thing, thinking I was going to use it all the time, and then didn't use it at all kind of situation. Anyways, yeah, that's another piece of old equipment revived by me, and another video for you people to watch. So I hope you'd consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.